Oh yeah, I need to do that. Create the lurking. Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. Hey, Lost. I actually got my stuff in today. I have a lot of things I gotta go around town for tomorrow. So I will be going to UPS tomorrow to send those suits. Yeah, I like that. We'll be building this guy tomorrow. Or we build these. If you can set up I'm gonna have to set up a poll for that. With the expansion parts? Alright. That's the case. And then I got the Shining Shin Burning Gundam and Diver Arc unit. And now I have enough of these for a while, so I don't have to worry about breaking anything anymore. Oh, and how's your day been, everybody? Because I have got a nothing to do day. For once. Yeah, it's gonna be cold on my side on Saturday. All the way to noon. From 6 a.m. to noon on Saturday. I'm not looking forward to snow. I would rather have snow down here. They shut everything down. They were expecting snow on the weekend. Didn't happen. Okay. Alright. I'm not laughing at you to make fun of you. I'm laughing because that is funny. And I need to turn on the fan because it's hot in this room. There we go. And I've also slipped and fell myself. There. B1, 16, and 17. So it is that one. I'm gonna have fun for the rest of the month. Next month, which is gonna annoy me. There's no Sunday streams for a while. Looks like it's gonna be 2 weeks instead of 3 weeks in March. For multiple streams that month. Okay. Alright. DC1. Go. Oh. I've slipped and fell before. None of it's fun. Knowing how much chaos this is. Oh yeah, almost forgot. We're finishing GM's Spartan today. For those on YouTube that's watching this on YouTube, we're finishing GM's Spartan today. I wonder how this is going to be this year. I hope it's a lot calmer than the last couple of years. But knowing how the chaos of this world is and people's insanity, who knows what's going to occur. And I did add a new thing on the points. It's lurk. Going downstairs to get groceries. I slipped on a ooh, ow, 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 ow. Okay, stairs hurt. In fact, I'm surprised you're okay. Because the most notorious, how should I say this? Stunt. And my hand also landed on the ice. Ouch. Yep. The most dangerous stunt anyone can do is the stair one. So that has taken a lot of stuntmen's lives. or ruin their lives. So it's all in the matter of how you look at it, but it is a painful thing. Yeah, I've seen the first home movie. Did you ever see the making of the Home Alone movie? Because they explained how dangerous that was. Seen the first three, and yes, I have. Ooh. Yeah, so you would know, you remember the little incident. There we go. Alright. B19, B18, and B17. This is the weirdest one yet. I've done... This is still strange to me. There we go. I need to connect it to... I need to remember to connect the lurk to the other. Alright. I wanted to test this anyway. Alright, so it does go on. Nice. Alright then. There we go. Let's see here. Yep, that goes that way. There we go. That's done. I really hope I need to stop doing that, but I really do want to know how everyone's day been besides the chaos that always happens to every one of us. I'm happy you're okay, Lost. I truly am. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Okay, so I wasn't seeing things. Alright. Alright, and there we go. There we go. Alright then. sorry. I feel like my sinuses are draining. In fact, hey, Greedy Twin. Oh, Greedy, you want to see something fun? It finally came in. And then I got this. This one I already had, because this is an expansion that goes to this real grade. If they do bring back the... I'm trying to remember what it is. The landing ship from G Gundam, that would be awesome. Because then that would go with that, too. Mm-hmm. And I got the Shining Gundam, too. Real great Shining Gundam as well. And then 2 others that I wanted to get. Now I just need 00 Sky unit. The other 00 Dive unit. Not really. I gotta finish this because we're gonna be building Gundam tomorrow. But there's no stream on Sunday. Yes, I have dive art. But there's another one that is from the other half of Dive, where the... I remember that had Earth Gundam in it. Oh, my brother got that. Hoping my brother got that. I can't even remember which one it was. Actually, hold on. I still have it up. I still have this up. I think it's under my favorites. Let's see here. Profile. Oh. Wish list. Don't need that. Need that. Don't need those anymore. Don't need that. Don't. Here, I know I have it. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Higher than Sky unit is 1. Where is it? Okay, that's not all of it. Here. Divers. Oh, where I get them? I get them from Gundam USA or Premium Bandai or some random comic shop I go to. Here. I know it's a very specific one. I have Sky, 00 Sky. It's the one from the other half of Bill Divers. Ah, Mobius! Sky Mobius. That's the one I was trying to remember. Moebis. That's the one I was thinking of. The only bad thing about the Sky unit is that one weak component all for the blaster and the sword. You move it in the wrong way, it snaps and it breaks. And you have to glue the blaster together just to keep it from falling apart. There we go. And then there's a place that I'm gonna go to that just opened last month in a mall close to where I live. The E1. Alright. There we go. And considering that how many different suits you can get from there, you can also get some Zoid suits too. In fact, there's even there's a dragon elf models that I want to get too. See if I can remember. Daytime Meteor. 1/12th scale unit model kit. And it's $104, not including taxes. That would be a big suit to build. And it's literally a white dragon with a blonde elf girl. Blonde elf knight, to be accurate. Or just a blonde knight. And there's the Liger Emperor I want to get as well. There we go. Alright, then C1. Also, we now have a lurk button with you just spend 1 point from it. There we go. I'm gonna have some short clips of the New Year's Eve stream under shorts. I'll be posting them randomly someday, soon. That way everyone can see the amount of chaos that happened during that stream. Yeah, on YouTube. Right now it's on the countdown to... It's on... One that came out yesterday was day 3. Trying to keep up with the uploads. Ah! Ooh. Yeah, that hurts. I'm just thankful the times that I fell, I had a knot right there in those locations. So it basically helped my neck get a knot out. But be careful, those getting a butt busted, getting a tailbone broken hurts worse than anything I've ever had. Only reason I know is one of my relatives had it. Here, B1 and E2, 31. Ooh, that hurts. I'm just remembering the pain. Ow! Oh boy. There we go. And I'm actually hoping to eventually do a D&D thing one day. But then again, I don't know anything about D&D. But to do what I want to do, I would have to get some Gundam miniatures. I know I would try to play a time-displaced artificer. That has to follow rules on what's going on around him. Yeah, I want to play that game. I also want to paint some of the miniatures. Come on. Why are you not going in right? Oh! I'm putting you backwards. That's why. And those miniatures are supposed to go with the actual card game. And I would love to play that card game. But I rarely get a chance to go to the card shop so I could see if they have it. Whew. Go. Ah. Yeah. That's one of the downsides. We don't know who would be into the series as much and want to play the card game. Yep, B11. And that would be more fun to play that game. But with me, I figure out how to play it first, randomly do stupid stuff on my own, and see if I can pull off something crazy. Because I've pulled some stupid stunts in card games before. Especially in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then literally, I don't know what it is with people. Oh, I need this card, and they're taking apart your deck. Saying, oh, I need this card because I need the card. Oh, wait. I just realized some of y'all might not be listening to this. I think they were being slick. They were trying to be slick, but I was able to, like, no, I'm not letting you have any of my cards. Unless it's it's like, no, I need this card. I'm like, no, I'm not trading this card. It's a part of my deck, for crying out loud. Like, oh, but your deck's terrible. Like, I don't care. I play my style. Leave my stuff alone. I don't play normal. Normal's boring. I don't care for it. Where's D? Ah, here it is. I literally had someone sneaking cards out of my deck, out of my deck. Like, oh, you don't need this in the deck, and I'm like, I'm taking that back. I did not give you the right to touch my stuff like that. Like, but I could give you something better. I'm like, no, I have my own playstyle. I don't care for this meta that y'all speak of. It's boring. And I've said this many times over. I do not care for meta of any type. I could be playing in a SPS and they're like, oh, but you need to play like this. The meta's better like this. I'm like, go do your own thing. There's no fun there. Literally, yeah, I know if following meta's boring. That's why I don't like some of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. When a deck in Yu-Gi-Oh wins a tournament, people start building that deck. I'm like, why? That's someone's creative mindset. Leave it alone. That makes that deck not that guy's own personal thing. It's just, why? Here. Oh, that's E. I need C. Here, where is that? Ah, here it is. Like, I have my own proto deck to learn every summoning system. Yeah, cut and paste everything. Yeah, be that way. Or they just build the deck that just came out from the booster boxes, and it just goes in. Those booster box decks are just autoplay. There's no fun in it. Autoplay decks stink. Granted, Light Swarms can pull an autoplay, but if you create it right, you can make it into where they think it's an autoplay. No, it ain't. I've seen someone build a unique Twilight version of that deck, where it had Light Swarms and I'm trying to remember that. What the other one? It was Light Swarms and I forgot the dark half. Light Swarms was the positive one. Was the light. I just can't remember what the dark was. And it just played so perfectly together. And this guy never went to a competition. I may have went to regionals, but I went there to just screw around. I didn't go there to play to get into any matches. Because I'm an unknown, and I want to stay an unknown for as long as I can. Mm-hmm. And knowing how some people believe that any deck cannot be beaten, I'm like, dude, if you don't notice your deck's weakness, you're not understanding the playstyle of the deck. Like a buddy of mine literally didn't realize that there were some cards that people hated on that could be used to completely negate galaxies to an extreme extent. I built my variant of it where it was meant only to feed on XYZs. He realized I was showing him that there is a weakness to that if you worry more about the XYZs. Same way as if you worry about going into synchros or any of the others. Even fusions, there's always a downside. If you look at how the gameplay of most people are, if you mix rituals, XYZs, synchros, fusions, overlays, and links, and you play them in the right configuration, you might make a completely crazy unique deck. But not all decks have that multifunctional system. Odd Eyes has that multifunctional system. But people hated pendulums, that's why they nerfed them in the link system. Which I don't really exactly like, considering that you could pull off more crazy stunts in that era. It was so fun, but people hated the pendulum decks so much because they were swarming decks. Here's the thing, people said the same thing about the Six Sams too. You still got to make that Six Sam deck. In doing so, no one realized that the Six Sams were essentially doing pendulums before pendulums, and every other special summon deck, where you get summon a whole lot of monsters in one turn, and do a one-turn KO. That's essentially a pendulum deck. Before pendulums were even around. In doing so, you could actually pull off some crazier stunts. And I believe they had the most amount of... They almost had every summoning system, too. Sorry about yapping on Yu-Gi-Oh! For so long. I could do the same thing for Beyblades if y'all want. Whew. Need to extend my leg. There we go. There we go. Alright. Honestly, I'm a defense type later. But the way I launch the bay, a defense type can outdo a stamina. If you remember the old launcher that had the where you could see how many rotations per minute you could get from a launch, I was able to make that thing go error, going 9,999, which I still can't believe I did that, but hey, I pulled it. I like the old school base too. I started when the original came around with Dragoon, Dronzer, Drasil, and Drigger. I say no one's been playing the sound alerts. But yeah. But to pull that off, I realized that there is a method. Tyson's launch was actually more practical than anyone thought. I actually pulled it off, and I'm like, how? The timing and everything allows the bay to hit. If you're using an attack type, the rotation of the launch allows you to do that. Uh-oh. What? I can't grab him right now. If you time the launch right, you could actually get it where it was at a good enough angle that it could get under any bay and knock it. And then I also went into statistic nature with my old man and learned more about the weight differences between the attack types and everything. The attack types didn't have less weight for components. It was the weight disc that gave it the what gave it the heavier weight for the blade. In doing so, I learned many different things. Also learning that each tip actually definitively made it an attack type, defense type, stamina type, or combination type. Or as the old school method was, attack type, stamina, defense, and dual type, balance type. Where the wrist was down, then twist it down, pull the ripcord. Pretty much. It actually had a unique method, but it's where you start pulling the ripcord is actually where the key component is. If you had a long ripcord, you start pulling it as you're twisting. Then it gets fully released right here. Then it gets launched, hits the stadium with the tip at the right angle, and then it goes straight in. So yeah. In fact, ah, I do have Dragoon. I do have a Burst Bay Dragoon. Hold on, let me grab him. Because that would be the better option of showing what I mean. Like, this is Burst Dragoon, a Storm. You launch him, and he gets at this angle. The tip hits, and it goes straight in, and then the moment it hits this bay, it pops straight up and goes flat. But I also know that if you launch it flat at slight angle and be slight, this is the table, this is that. At that angle, it catches and then it can go into a very strong attack pattern. So yeah, there's different ways of doing it too. But what ticks me off is I literally, when the first tournament in the US hit, it was my B-Day, and I was too old to go to the to even be part of the tournament. Because I literally hit the age restriction day. Hit age restriction. And if I lied, I would have been banned from Beyblades forever. So I chose not to go. Even though I wanted to. And I would have been on the freaking movie. If I would have been in the right location, I would have been filmed for the tournament thing that was on the DVD of the movie. In English, that is. That would have been interesting. There we go. Sorry. Here, where is that piece? There it is. Here. No. I still have my old bays too. Some which I have to do repair. I haven't done maintenance on any of my bays in. Oh god, I haven't done maintenance on them in years. I haven't done cleaning or maintaining them. There we go. Let's get some tea in me. There, man. There we go. And knowing how each of these bays can be pulled, up in this can be pulled, it's all in a matter of how much power you can put into it. These burst bays, it basically nerfs the attack type. You can't go full force on any bay now, because if you do, they just pop too easy. So those of us that could outperform anyone else in the strength department can't do that anymore. What's y'all's opinion on the burst base? Oh. Mm. Mm. Oh, that felt weird. There we go. I'm gonna take my time with this. There we go. Let's keep going. That fell right at my feet. That was awesome. And if I do this right, I'm gonna have that desk built next month. Alright. There we go. I don't see the practicality of this on a Mac. This one I can. It protects the shoulder point, which is a weak point of any suit. But this just don't make sense to me. There we go. Oh boy. Okay. I gotta re-clean that up. Alright then. Where did I put C2? Oh, here it is. Oh, that's C1. There's C2. Okay. There we go. And knowing how much chaos... I've done some weird stuff with bays, too. Where I literally launched a... This was back... This is first gen bays, by the way. Launched it in such a way... Attack type, Dragoon. Where it literally landed on the rim and just skirted around it. And even hopped from rim to rim. Which I thought was I wish I had a video recording of it. But that was back before we could do that with a phone. And by the time I would have had the video camera up, it would have been already gone. Yeah, alright then. Also, Greedy, how's your day been? It is. Use me as a placate. My day's been okay. Painful, but still walking. Oh boy. I know a little bit about that. Did I put this out right? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah. Alright, but I broke my back years ago and having that. Ooh, that hurts. Now that stinks. Granted, my dad didn't even get a chance to get his back surgery. Before Reaper had to come get him. I also know that there's points where the pain in the back is actually not a bad. Oh, it's been years. It was in high school. But he mainly did that. What caused it was him literally having to. If you do have a heart issues, and you have to get a leg, having to get something fixed on your body, that's extreme pain. Explain that to the doctor before they give you anything. Because they gave my dad painkillers. He didn't know he was having a heart attack until it was too late. Fell out in the house. And I suspect that a piece of plate. We couldn't find the piece of plate. I suspect it's what cut his spinal column, which took him from us. Because it was in the right shape that could literally do it. I know it's graphic, but I'm just saying what I'm suspecting was what really took him. So I'm very, very perceptive on this stuff. I will discuss I haven't been to a doctor in years, but I do know my body better than what I should. And what's funny is, I don't know how. I didn't bounce back from stuff that I shouldn't be. I don't see myself as invincible or indestructible. I just find it strange. I should be getting weaker from all this damage on my body, but I'm not. I think I'm just built weird. Alright, man. Ah, here it is. I want to finish this suit today, so I can do God Gundam tomorrow. And that one's probably going to be a few days stream. There we go. There we go. Which one? Oh, the high grade. The real grade God Gundam. AKA Burning Gundam in the US. Oh, as a mother, you're good. Look up Devil Gundam. It is the antagonist